make connection from separate sections, cause we could meet in the middle with no sense of direction. If it's sun up to sundown, we mess around, we're way too.
Along the coastal beaches of Mombasa Island stands a strong old carved castle-like structure that is a symbol of peace of governance, warlordship from the colonialist, known as the Fort Jesus. It was first built by the Portuguese since the 1593 to 1596 by the order of the King Phillip I of Portugal. It was to help guard the old port of Mombasa and protect the town from the invaders. The building materials used at that time and labor came from the Swahili people, who were the indigenous inhabitants of Mombasa. It stood over a spar of coral, and it tells the story of how the Portuguese at one time ruled the trade routes of Indian Ocean. Its location ensures that they could see any ship as it approached them. It also tells the story of how many slaves perished from torture, hunger, and diseases that they were waited to be transported. During the East African slave trade era, slaves would travel to Arabia and the Persian Gulf through the port of Mombasa, many becoming laborers, guards, soldiers, or concubines. After the Portuguese inhabited it, the fort was subject of battle. Between the 1631 and 1895, it was captured and recaptured, changing hands 9 times, with the Omani Arabs winning control over it in 1698. In 1895, the British transformed it into a prison and held slaves in the torture rooms and cells in the inner part of the fort. In 1858, it became a national park, and in 2011, it became a UNESCO World Heritage Site, marked as one of the most brilliant structures from the 16th century. The fort takes the shape of a man when viewed from above, and it has grown to become one of the most visited areas in Mombasa, and it's one of the top list of things to do in Old Town Mombasa. So guys, I'm taking you into details to how and everything that happened in Fort Jesus and about the slave trade that happened. So this is the video I'm giving you into details, and I hope that you will enjoy and learn more of what it was. So make sure that you watch till the end to be able to understand. Enjoy.
Late nights, been on long flights, stayed on strange time. It's a strange time in my life. I took a drive home to clear my mind.
So we are going inside the fort. So the coffee cups, this is to invite you to Old Town. We're already in Old Town. For Muslims, whenever they have visitors, they offer them coffee. Mombasa is very famous for kawa chungu kaatamu, yeah? This will tell you feel most welcome to the old city. This the mark here you have there, the coffee kettle and the coffee cups. They don't give you beer or wine, so that is to tell visitors most welcome to the old city of Mombasa.
Most welcome to the okay.
Those 2 Canon Guns, those were used in the First World War, the Germans versus the British. So they were brought here as part of the history of Mombasa. You can see them, those 2 Canon Guns,
Yeah.
The British and the German one. You can have even a closer photo. We go close. Not a joke. Thank you.
So you are saying these were the first?
Yeah.
They were used for the First World War?
Yeah, that's the German, that's the British one.
Oh, this one was the British, and there is the German one. Oh, nice. So guys, these were used for the First World War. You can see how they are. They were first used at the First World War. So this one was the British one, and then we have the Germany one here. So this one is looks a bit oldish, but you can see how it was.
So, they have been here several times.
So guys, this is the Fort Jesus itself.
It was built as a military barracks by the Portuguese, and is built at the entrance to the old port to protect the old port. Since all commercial activities used to take place there, whoever was here had the key to business. And it's a carved stone. 70% of it was carved out of a massive coral. Only you see the upper wall I'm referring to, where you got those slits?
Yeah.
That wall is over 1 meter thick. You'll see it better while inside. So since 2011, Fort Jesus has been elevated to a World Heritage Site status, yeah, under UNESCO. UNESCO is in charge of historical sites, monuments. So it has been upgraded to that level, yeah. We have the plaque. You can see the plaque here. This is a plaque, eh?
A plaque.
Yeah, plaque. That's the right English word, eh? This is a plaque, eh? UNESCO, yeah. Since 2011. But before, ilikuwa tu kienyeji. Sasa they watch. At least
they usually even they maintaining it.
Yeah, they fund all such. Yeah.
So guys, you can see this. We want to enter in the Fort Jesus itself. So I'm just here outside.
See the Canon
Guns. And what are these ones?
Those are Canon Guns of the Portuguese.
Canon Guns.
Yeah, that were used for the defense of this fort against the Portuguese, the Arab invasion, because Arabs will invade from the old TC.
Okay.
So they are facing directly towards Old Town, where they would expect attacks from the Arabs. You get my point? These are Portuguese Canon Guns of the 16th century, a shooting range of 200 meters. They are made out of cast iron. 16th century shooting range.
So like now, it could be like...
yeah, in case Arabs were coming closer, then they would target them, yeah. Yeah.
So let's go in, guys, and see. So my tour guide is a bit fast, but... yeah, so that was it. Let us just go with your pace now.
Yeah. You see the symbol of the sun, Jesus Christ, the light of the world. Wow. Up there, you see the symbol of the sun. Eh? The Portuguese had regarded Africa as a dark continent, so they were bringing light to Africa, Christianity. Africa had been regarded as a dark continent. So they were bringing Christianity, their mode of civilization, to Africa, and that is the implication of that symbol up there.
Okay. The charges for the Fort Jesus entrance fee. So just note that there's different charges depending on the non-residents, and there's the residents themselves, and there's the citizens. So I hope that is understood. And also now you have to pay for the guide differently.
So whatever you see here, this is for a sound and light show preparation for this evening. There's a kind of video documentary lasting 45 minutes showcasing how this fort started. It's a documentary, a 3GD program showcasing this fort, how it started, the fight between the Portuguese, the Arabs, all these. This equipment, all these part of the equipment that they use for facilitating that show. Yeah, we call it Mombasa. For Jesus, sound and light show, fireworks. This word is there this evening.
Oh, they usually do every Thursday,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. So today it was taken over by Omani Arabs. Omani Arabs stayed here from 1698 till 1895, and the Brits had used this fort as a prison. The Shimolatewa prison was here from 1895 till 1958. The gate itself is a secured gate of a prison,
Yeah. So, okay, but the Shimolatewa, there's another one.
Or they moved it to Shanzu. That prison was here.
Yeah, because I'm like, I think it's wacky.
The plaque of the British East Africa Protectorate when they took over 1st July 1895. That's how I picked this called. Then you'll
what is this one made of?
Now, this is mahogany.
Oh. Guys, you can see the mahogany wood that was used back then. It's still working till now.
Sawa.
This place is huge, you guys. Oh my days. It's so huge. 2.5 acres in size.
Capstone 70%, and they used a labor force of 4,000 workmen for a period of 3 years. From 11th April 1593 till April 1596.
1596.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is the model. The layout is like a human body on the cross. The left arm, the right arm, the head, and the leg. see the layout? You can capture that in your phone.
Yeah, this one is much clearer.
It's clearer, yeah? That's good.
So yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Good.
So guys, let's go inside and see how the first side of.
We are going to the passage of the arches, the way to the sea. So the floor level was here. All this was compact solid rock that was carved out for that passage to the sea. Through that passage, they would pass the slaves, the ivory to the ship, because the ship would just dock down there. This is right in front. The head is facing the sea. If you remember from the map,
Yeah.
the arm, the head, and the legs at the back. Yeah. So that this is the passage of the arches. Derives the name from the shape. Those are arches, the shapes.
The shapes,
arches,
yeah.
The real sense is was a passage for the slaves, for the ivory to the ship. You have to come down, you have to descend this down, this way, please.
Wow.
This carved stone, they have carved this to create the space, yeah? Okay? Carved to create the space, then they would show the slaves here, there were doors here, they would lock them here.
The slaves inside now.
Yeah. And the doors had collapsed by 1960. So when the museum was commissioned, the museum gallery was commissioned in 1960. So you can't put new doors for a museum, it has to be authentic.
Yeah.
It's imperative to note that. The door, there was a floor for that. You see, below that door, there's a line. The line extends over there as well. Look where my hand is pointing towards. You see, that was the floor level on this side as well. You see that line? That was up there. You see that line?
That one was another floor.
No, all this was compact solid rock. So the level of that floor was up there.
Up there.
So the carving did begin from that level for that passage to the sea. Wow. Are we together, Makina?
Yes.
You're good? Right.
This.
We have an education office here.
Or they usually like.
Yeah, in courses, But the captain lived here, and this house had the roof out of coconut palm leaves. There were doors, there were windows, but by 1961 museum was commissioned. All that I mentioned had collapsed. For a museum, you can't put new roofs.
New roofs, yeah. So to be authentic itself, to make sense. So guys, this was the captain's house.
The bedroom from this end. You show them the wardrobes. Show them the wardrobes.
The wardrobes.
Yeah, come to this side.
The wardrobes were on that side, guys. If you can see the bedroom was this one. Yeah, I'm coming. So guys, you can see, so it collapsed. That's why it looks like that. So it's supposed to be ancient. So that's how it exactly looks like. So let's go up here.
So there's a watch tower for the open sea. Yeah? Just get up here.
Oh my God!
So you have a view of the sea. Any incoming vessel they would see from this point.
From this point. So, you said it's the
watch tower.
The white tower.
The watch tower.
Watch tower. Oh, guys, we are here inside the watch tower.
Yeah, for surveying the open sea.
It was for surveying.
You can see the view.
Oh my God! It's so beautiful, guys. You can see from this far end. It's the sea. Look.
The ships coming from that horizon.
Yeah, they could have been okay now. Like they could have been seeing the people who want to attack, or from the sea. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, guy, it's a good view. So all these things were happening. Sometimes I usually feel as if it's a story. They happened really. Okay.
That was the dining mess for serving food to the soldiers, but today is an office. It's been converted into an office.
Into an office.
The waiting bay is here. So they would not all fit, the soldiers, they would not all fit in the dining space.
Inside there?
Yeah, so the rest would be waiting here. Today is an office for the Portuguese multimedia show with fireworks, so you can't go inside the dining mess. Okay. This is a waiting bay, where they would wait for the house. We sit here in the day. You got the best view. It's the vintage view of the open sea. Incidentally, even from here, you can see a vessel over there. Though it's hazy from here, but you can still see some white. You see above that horizon, you can see some white reddish. That's a vessel, in the deep sea. It has to come to the port. The captain's balcony.
So guys, we are here at the where the captain's balcony was. And you can see how this ancient, it's so ancient and so beautiful. And you can see that, oh my god, the view. You can see how the waves are on that far end. Let me zoom. Wow, I love. And it's so good. We move. They had a mosque.
Yeah, the Arabs built a mosque. The Portuguese built a church. So the mosque was here. That gives you the bearing to Mecca, the kind of window structure on the upper part of the wall. And that was the kitchen. You can see the chimneys of the kitchen.
Chimney,
they would cook food there. Now you can relate. Food from there, then to the dining mess.
The dining mess. Okay. So guys, this one was mosque for the Omani Arabs. You can see that was the kitchen, and then that's the mess where the soldiers were taking the food from. So, I hope I'm giving you a good capture for everything.
Both doors, this one and the other, both doors have been given as gift by the Sultan of Zanzibar to the Sultan of Oman. Both doors have just been put here for display. They lead to nowhere. Like you got a nice painting, you hang a wall at home, in your house. So they are over 300 years old. They are made out of mahogany. Mahogany is a kind of hardwood.
Yeah, it's a hardwood.
Yeah, so here they are both just for display. They are not doors.
They are not heading to anywhere.
There's not door to any room. Just for display. Call them Omani doors. They are handcarved.
Omani doors. You can see how metallic they were. Let me show you when I'm far in. So they are not leading to anywhere. They are just for purposes of watching and viewing them. Wow, that's what I'm saying. Gallery.
Yeah, it was commissioned in 1960. And in the gallery, we have got two categories of artifacts. To start afresh, this gallery was built in 1960. But this site previously was prison cells. The British, barracks for the British soldiers. So they converted it into a museum gallery in 1960.
Okay.
Did you capture that? Because that's really important.
Yes.
Because it was the barracks for the British. Then in
where we are now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the British were the last here, so they are used as a military barracks for the soldiers to sleep. And then by 1960, they converted this place into a museum gallery. Yeah. Now in the gallery, we got two categories of artifacts. Okay. We got two categories of artifacts. The first category are here. These artifacts were found by the divers from a sunken ship by the name Santo Antonio de Tana. That ship was bringing help from the Portuguese military base in Mozambique. In that ship, there were soldiers, food, weapons, and medicine. Because this fort had been besieged, it had been blockaded by Omani Arabs. Since Arabs could not collapse that upper wall, I did say it's over 1 meter thick, because only 30% was built. Didn't I say so? That wall over there, you see that wall? That is the 30% that was built. It's over 1 meter thick. So there was a siege. In between the siege, that ship was coming from Mozambique to bring help, but that help never arrived because the ship was sunken by the Arabs on 17 September 1697. 273 years later, in 1970, there was a diving expedition. That is the diving illustrated there, how they dived in 1970. So for reference, you just come to an artifact, like artifact number 10, you observe, then you relate. Everything here is indicated. So I'll let you take pics here, then after I show you the second category, okay?
Okay, so like you're saying, number 10, lead window cover, fumbati za midirisha za risasi, they were number 10, and then for this, like for the number 1 thing here, these ones were pieces of shell lantern. We have like number 7, I don't know, 7 here. This one was Petra jug. These are so, look at this one, the 12. Number 12 was a Petra plate.
Yeah.
So you can see. So you just relate from whatever it's here. You just see the number. You see like number 11, and then you come here and see what it was. It was a Chinese porcelain plates. Okay.
Hourglass. It's hourglass. One side
This
you
one's
put
for-
sand, another side moisture. So divide in 12 hours, eh? You divide it in 12 hours. So the sand will just be dropping in the other vessel where is moisture.
Moisture.
By evening, after 12 hours, it will be filled with sand. Then the other one will only be having moisture. You understand? I suppose you have seen hourglasses.
So that I'm saying they look the ones that we are using in the chemistry lab.
Yeah, hourglass.
Yes.
Yeah. 5, 7.
And it goes. So these were things that were used that time.
Yeah, they were found in the sunken ship.
In the sunken ship, yeah.
Antonio de Tana. The name of the sunken ship is Santo Antonio de Tana, and that's the model of Santo Antonio de Tana. You can see it. It was a wooden vessel and wind-propelled vessel. There were no motors in the 15th, 16th century. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
These are the models of the ship. Carracks, Spanish carracks, dhows for the Arabs. We call them carracks
Carrots.
for the Spanish or Portuguese.
Yeah.
Carracks, yeah? And for
Because
the
now
Arabs,
they were using it's the wind were the
Yeah.
So let me ask if
Yeah.
if it weighs you to another side which it's not supposed to be.
No,
How-
the winds always go in one seasonal winds. We call them the monsoon winds.
Monsoon,
So they
yeah.
will target. They will wait for the wind.
For the
Going
time.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Going to Africa, then they will come to Africa. Then going back homeward, they will go back. So they will travel periodically, not every day.
Looking
you can
at how
travel.
okay.
Depending on the direction when the wind is there. You got me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So these were donations. People donated these artifacts to help the museum start in 19. You get to an artifact, you observe, then you relate. Is that information? Everything else is
A Persian chest, probably 13th century to 19th century. Here it is the chest, guys, but it's already locked. But you can see how it is. I like how this. Yeah, it's. Hey. It's looking so nice. So I love it. See how beautiful they are. There's this one. Oh, I don't. Oh, sorry. I've not even read it. So, guys, I'm being told don't touch, and I'm touching the objects. I don't know what's wrong with me. My hands. So that's how they look.
all sites you can visit, like Fort Jesus today. Maybe you're going to Wasini to see dolphins. All these are historical sites.
Mosque in Wasini, Girl Wall. Oh, so they are. Oh, even these ones you can go watch, go and see
You
them.
can still go to those sites.
Jumba, Mtwapa on the beach, Fort Jesus, Moscow. Okay, you know, mostly people know about the Fort Jesus itself. The rest, we don't hear most of it.
They don't. So from 9th to 10th century, these are artifacts that were donated by people. I did say that the artifacts on this side were donated. The rest, the first ones came
From the sunken ship.
So for facilitation, you always check here. It gives you an idea how old the artifacts could be. For any interest, you identify like artifact number 1. Then you observe, then you check
This was
the
13th
age.
to 14th century.
Then these are the artifacts of that period in that order. Okay.
So guys, I've told you, like, you just see how old the artifacts were by reading 13th to 14th century AD, 7th to 8th century, and then you come and see the items like these, and then there's a number and what it and how what it is and how it relates. So you just read. So the same with the other one. Oh, these things are old. Huh? They've lived years, even more than I don't know. So guys, we're just inside Fort Jesus, and they have the museum where they get these artifacts. They have placed these artifacts. These ones were donated on this side. They donated these artifacts. But on the other side, the artifacts that are on the other side were from the sunken ship. So, oh, look how this ship looks like. So let us see. For this one is a dough. Mtepa. Mtepa is in Kiswahili, so this is a dough. A later model of the craft was Mtepa dough. This one. See how it looked. So you just read and understand from there. And then there was this one. There's Alban. This one. Wow. So guys, you can see this one is too. Oh, look at this one. It's a beach. I love these pieces. These ones were Chinese jars. Look, they were Chinese jars with insist design of dragons and wares, lions, mask, and row of stars on the shoulders. This one, so you can see this one. Ooh. So you just relate like, and these ones are the shells. Oh, wow. Chinese line or
These are cowrie shells. These cowrie shells had been used as mode of transaction. You can see moneta, linear, money cowrie.
Money cowrie.
Yeah. In Africa, there was a sultan of Mali by the name Mansa Musa. He's the richest man to have ever lived in Africa. And Mansa Musa converted into Islam to gain acceptance from the Arab world, because it was a contact between Africa and the Arab world. So it was very clever or sly. Sly is not really friendly term to use. I would rather use the term clever. He realized that religion would bring acceptance for him from the Arabs. So he converted to Islam. That's how he became a Muslim. And he traded in gold, because Mali was very famous. Africa in the days gone by was very famous for production of gold up to the present. So he traded with the Arabs, and that's how he amassed a massive vast amount of wealth that he became the richest man to have ever lived in Africa. He introduced this concept of using cowrie shells as a mode of transaction. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The rarest would fetch highest value like this. Hii ingekuwa kama ngiri, hii ni panchi, ni so tatu. Common ones hizi ni kama 10 dala. Una get?
To clear my mind, oh. And I ended back at your spot for what felt like the millionth time. Reconnection from separate sections, cause we could meet in the middle with no sense of direction. If it's sun up to sundown, we mess around, we're way too involved now. I never wanted someone to disappear, to just get out of here. I never wanted someone to take control. I let you take control. I let you in too close. So baby, just go ghost.
Spearhead.
No, that's a copper tray for serving food during an occasion.
Oh,
like a
this
wedding.
big one like this.
Yeah.
Wow. You guys have heard this one was used to serve food when there's a major occasions like weddings and so on.
And I ended back at your spot for what felt like the millionth time.
The church, hapa ndio ilikuwa kanisa. But I did say the church was bombed. You asked me, for the Arabs was the mosque, for the Portuguese was the Catholic chapel.
Yes.
So the soldiers would worship here. And those were the barracks. Na nilieleza zilipigwa bomu.
Zilipigwa bomu.
Yeah, so
sasa hata hii ilianguka kabisa.
Ilipigwa bomu here. This was underground water tank for harvesting rainwater from the roof of the church and the barrack rooms. then they would store the water there. But today it's empty. You had my
So that's a whole like
underground water tank, yeah, 17 meters deep.
17 meters deep?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's empty because there's no roof from where to harvest the rainwater. The roofs are all collapsed.
Yeah.
I mean the roofs of the church, the roofs of the barracks.
For the barracks. So guys, here. This one was where the tank was, 17 deep from down, but now right now it's not working.
Connection from separate sections, cause we could meet in the middle with no sense of direction. If it's sun up to sundown, we mess around, we're way too involved now. I never wanted someone to disappear, to just get up.
Nyangumi, oh well. No, ni say in Kiswahili sasa na nachanganya. So this one were the ribs.
Yeah,
wow.
And then we have the backbone.
It's so huge. Inatoshananga hivyo?
Ni mtoto huyu.
Hata ni mtoto.
Yeah, we have the eye socket here.
Guys, you can see how big it was. Ati umesema hiyo ni?
Nyangumi, then the eye socket. Eye socket. And then the jaws, mdomo, So,
sasa inakaa ni kama nini?
It's massive,
As in me. Wow.
It's authentic, it's a real bone.
Yeah, it's a real bone. That's what I'm saying, like mtu akikufa hivyo ndio inakuaga. Like unabaki tu hivi mfupa. Haifanyiki chochote.
Si kuna hii hapa sasa ndio uone ile. This not the original skeletons we buried below this replica. This is just
it's a replica. That's what I'm saying now, like us, this is how we can.
That's how, that's the destiny for each person living.
Oh my days, look.
Because at some point we started from small, now the end is there small again.
Yeah, we have to go to back wherever we came from.
Yeah.
So guys, you can see it's not the original skeleton. It was reburied below. This is a replica. Refurbishment of Omani House, and there was rehaul at Fortisha World Heritage Site in Mombasa was officially opened by Dr. Hassan Wario and EG Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Sports, Culture and Arts on the 21st February 2017, funded by Sultanate of Oman. Ooh. So they are saying maximum 8 visitors allowed in the gallery at a time. You can see this one is wood also, but it's still intact till now. Yes, this is the Oman house. It was the Oman house. Sorry, I'm talking about it, but it was, but it still is. And you can see how ancient it is. You can see even, I love the doors, guys. The doors were so beautiful, and they had this metallic, at least you can see. And I've been told they were made from mahogany wood. Yeah. It's a beautiful one.
I'm coming home around 6:30. I'm leaving here around 5:30, okay?
I never wanted someone to take control. I let you take control. I let you in too close. So baby, just go ghost. Now baby, just go ghost. Hey. You called, I let you in and 4 walls. Kept our secrets hidden, eating fruit so forbidden. Kept our secrets safe, cause the temptation, it felt like pure relation. I gave you my attention, but now it's hard to mention. I don't feel a spark when you say
I love history, that's my passion, and I enjoy every moment here in Fort Jesus.
Yeah.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Guys, this is my guide.
Teacher Ken. My name is Teacher Ken, out of Mombasa Old Town. Yeah. I'm with the Makena. I'm her guide for today.
Yes, so
thank you guys. Yeah,
if
come
you
to Fort Jesus.
Mombasa, I leave his contacts.
Yeah, Teacher
somewhere
Ken.
here.
Yeah, Teacher
so you
Ken.
can use him. He's so good. He's so educative.
Thank you very much.
He'll teach you more.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cheers. Yeah.
Then being shown around. it's a really huge place, but it's really nice. You can see I love how ancient it is. And I've showed you the Omani house on that side, Akitani. But we are here, and I think I'm done with this tour. I hope that you've learned one or two things from what the tour guide has shown me. So I'll place his number on my description box. If you really need him here when you reach in Mombasa, he can help you around. He knows places, and lazima umlipe like individually. So you have to pay when you come here inside. You pay differently, and then you pay the tour guide differently. So that's how it is. So until next time, guys, in my next video, bye.